Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibube Julius and you're welcome on this episode. So on today's episode, I want to be discussing with you 5 affirmations you should be telling your female child. I know I'm not a parent and I don't have a child either, but what I know is that I have once been a girl and I have faced some challenges, and I wish at that point in my life maybe some people told me some things that I should believe in, or some people said some things to me that will help me. People often look down on children, like they feel like they don't have much issues, like adulthood is where the main issues are, but they don't know that that is a foundation that should be properly baked, like should be properly set, should not be set with any crack or anything, but should be properly set. So at that stage, what you tell your children is very vital. What you tell your children, what they listen to, what they hear, what they absorb, what they take in to be the truth is very vital. And that's why a lot of all these atrocities, once children see it, they tend to replicate it and want to do it for themselves because they are quick to absorbing things. So as a parent, you have to be on guard. You have to really be on guard every time. And you have to build their confidence at an early age. You want your child to become the best pianist, it has to start early. You want your child to become the best tennis player, it has to start early. So that's why affirmations are very, very important. And as a girl, I'm not saying girls are most fragile or anything, but as a girl, there is higher stakes for a girl to make mistakes. It's just the way it has been created. I didn't create it like that. So on to my first one. My first one is the affirmation you should tell your daughter or your female child is you are beautiful. Remind them every day that they are beautiful, because as a female, a young female, you get to face so much pressure of either am I pretty enough, or am I going to fit in being pretty, or pretty enough to attract the guys. At that stage, most of every female is always thinking about how to attract the guys. Should I wear enough makeup so that he will look at me? Should I look natural or so that he will look at me? Should I add the padded bra so that maybe my breasts come out more and he will probably look at me? Their attention at that point is always about attracting the guy, always wanting the guy to make them feel beautiful, always wanting the guy to tell them they are beautiful, because they don't believe it themselves. They don't believe themselves they can be beautiful. They believe that no, we need an external figure to make us look beautiful. And that's why as a parent you need to be very attentive about this esteem level of a child, of a female daughter. You need to tell her every time she's beautiful, even though she may not listen to you, but she will grow with that mindset that I am beautiful. Even though at that point she may not practically be listening to you, because she will be more influenced by the external factors in her life, which are friends and social media, boyfriends and the boys. But still, you have to keep telling her she is beautiful. One day she will finally wake, and it's an affirmation. And you know what happens to affirmations? Affirmations are things you keep saying until they manifest. So you keep telling your daughter until she realizes how beautiful she is, and she does not need any external figure to tell her she's beautiful or to tell her she is enough. So that leads me to my next point. Tell her she is enough. Most of these girls don't feel like they are enough. They always feel like they need to have bigger boobs, bigger ass, bigger everything. Like everything must be bigger, because that's what the social media today tells us. The social media today tells us that you have to have it complete. There is so much pressure on social media that so many people feel like they are losing in life. They are not up to it. They are not up to societal standards. And it's amazing how we all came into this world. There was no governing body that placed any like any rules and regulation. Like there was no like extraterrestrial governing body that placed any rules and regulation. We just came together and made this earth like a hellhole. Because so far all we do is cause more anxiety, depression. People are asking so many questions. Why? Like, why can't I fit in? So it makes all these girls feel like they are not enough. When they see people on social media like being so perfect and they're having all the comments from the different hot guys and fine guys on the social media, they want to be like that. They want to have those comments, they want to have those attention. So they feel like they are never enough. So they try so much to take the perfect picture, trying to push out what they don't have, because they feel like maybe when I do that, he will probably comment, he'll probably like my picture. They spend so much time putting their validation on other people's opinion. And that's where you come in as a parent. You need to be attentive to these children. You need to speak these words of affirmation to them, and you need to tell them a man can never define you. You are defined by your own standards. That's where my next point comes in. A man will not define you. With popular research, girls are more emotional. Popular research, girls tend to be more emotional about everything, with the whole period cramps, with the whole giving birth pains and everything. Like everything, our hormones is just inbuilt to make us get very emotional. Like you can be watching a movie and maybe our favorite actor or anything we love so much maybe just die, and we get so emotional, or something happens to our favorite actor or anything in the movie and we get so emotional that we tear up. So this has made most girls to be so emotional that they feel like they cannot be emotionally independent of themselves. Most girls can never stay alone. Most girls don't want to stay alone. They feel like a man has to be with them every time to define them. And when I was in school, like a secondary school, I remember how all the girls always made other girls that don't have boyfriends, and it was an only girls school, and which made it worse, because in the only girls school there is the only boys school that is under the umbrella of all our head of missionaries. So most of the girls in this only girls school usually contact most of the boys in that only boys school through, by that time it was To Go. There was an app called To Go. So when we go home for midterm break and when we go home for holidays, we're always texting, and people that didn't have boyfriends they were desperate in search of how to get a boyfriend in that school, so that the next time we resume the next term, we'll come back and we'll have lots of gist to say, and we'll tell each other about our new boyfriends. And it was like a big accomplishment. And if you didn't have a boyfriend in that school, or maybe in any other school, it was like, who are you? You're a social pariah. Like, you're not meant to talk to any of the girls in school. So the standards there was that we're letting men define us, or letting men define how we would be to each other. Like, fellow girls will even call themselves ugly because a guy does not talk to them. Like, you need to be very attentive, because I remember when I was in school, in secondary school, I had very low self-esteem, that I wanted a boyfriend by all means, because I really wanted to fit in school. I wanted to be able to talk to those other big girls in school, and the only way to do that was to have a boyfriend. And to the extent of me wanting to even get a boyfriend, I had to sneak a phone inside of my school because I wanted to show them that I can be badass too, and I can sneak a phone into the school, and I can contact guys, and I can text guys, and I can secretly do those hide and seek stuff they do also with different guys. I wanted to just prove to them so bad that I can be among them. And all this was because I wanted, and deep inside me, I was allowing a man and external things define me. And you should always tell your daughter that a man will never define you, because you are defined by your own standards, and you're defined by God, because God has created us so beautifully and wonderfully well that when he was creating us, he didn't create us as a substandard. He created us a full standard. So if God Almighty can create us this way, why will another human being make you feel less of yourself? So this is things you should tell your daughters. The next one is, I am so proud of you. You make me proud. School has made children feel like, some schools have made children feel like they don't know anything, like they are doing poorly, that they are the worst. Yes, you fail in school does not mean you're going to fail at life. And school has made so many people programmed to the mindset that you fail in school, you're going to fail at life, and there's no two ways about it, and which is a lie. And parents too make it hard for their children, especially here in Nigeria, make it hard for their children by being too focused on grades rather than building them up skill wise. They are too focused on education. Yes, it's good to get an education. Yes, it's good to be learned, but what is the most important thing? Education is not going to teach you how to be financially independent. Education is not going to teach you how to use financial tools. Education is not going to give you a skill. Education is just going to teach you. Most times what we do in school is just copy and paste, memorize, and you go and drop it back for the teacher to read and call you intelligent. That is not intelligence. So many people can be intelligent in so many things. There are so many people that know different brands of cars, their engine types, everything about cars, everything you can probably think about cars. But when it comes to books, there is zero. School wants you to be a fish that they brought up from a water, and they tell climb a tree, and because you can't climb that tree, you seem like the fish is an idiot. But where does a fish operate? A fish operates in the sea. A fish cannot operate on the earth here, on the ground. And that's what school wants to make you do. So as a parent, you need to be that safe haven for them. Like when because they are really going to face it a lot, and it's not as if they want to face all these external battles, but I think it's just how it's programmed to be. When you go out there, you just want to fit in so bad. You want to be the most intelligent person, so people will flock around you because you're intelligent. You want to be the most prettiest. You want to be the one that attracts the most guys. You want to be everything, the whole package. But it's our imperfections that actually make us perfect, and we should tell our children this, that you're so proud of them and they're going to be great. That yes, even though they're going to school, they're still going to be great on their own, regardless of how the education is. The next one, my number 5, which is the last one, is my number 5, which is you are great all around. You're great all around. This encompasses intellect, this encompasses physically, this encompasses mentally, this encompasses socially, this encompasses emotionally. She is great all around. She is not half here or half there. She is great. Mentally, she is great. Intellect, she's great. Financially, she's going to do well. And as parents, I will plead that we start to teach children about financial independence. Like, it's going to help a long way, because we're reaching a time that everybody needs to have financial education. Financial education is already becoming, it should be like a subject on its own right now, because you cannot just give children money and they spend it anyhow. No, we have to be prudent in our spending. Even God hates waste. So teaching children it's too early, it's too late. I remember when I was reading the story of Dangote said he started selling sweets when he was still in school, secondary school. He was selling sweets. And why did he start selling sweets? Because his dad too was a trader, his mother was a trader. He was born in a house that is business mindseted. So just even seeing his parents alone selling all these things moved him so much to go and start selling sweets. And with that, he started learning how to make income, learning how to know that, okay, you can only get money when you give value. So it's highly important that we start training our children on financial wisdom, financial independence. Know how to be prudent with spending, know how to save, know how to invest. Like I said, they are great all around. Emotionally, they are not decaying. Emotionally, they are not too emotional. They are not too clingy. They are not anyhow. They are perfect. And anywhere you see any maybe downline or downside to anything, you talk to them about it. Always be that person they can talk to. Never shun them, never push them away, but always be that person that, even though my world is collapsing, I know that with my mom, with my dad, it's going to be safe, it's going to be good. Be that place for them. Don't let them, when they are facing, because these children at that stage, they can do, I'm actually speaking from experience, they can do so many things that you will be amazed that, is it a child that did this? So that's why you have to be very attentive as a parent. Never push them away. Listen to them. Even the ones that you feel like maybe they don't say, their actions will say it. Something is bothering them, the actions will say it. Never shun them. Yes, correct them, but always say these affirmations to them. You are beautiful, you are whole, you are enough. A man can never define you. A man will never define you. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. And you are great all around. So guys, if you had a wonderful time and you learned one or two things on my channel, please do not forget to give my channel a like, give this video a like, and subscribe to this channel. Also put on your push on notifications to get notified anytime I post a video. Thank you so much for your time, and please, it's not just about watching, it's also about implementing, because implementing really goes a long way. And like the Bible says, you cannot just be hearers, but you also have to be doers. So till next time, have a nice one. Bye bye.